Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles channel, and thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you've had an awesome week this week, and I'm going to do a Domino Angels message for the weekend. We'll see which angel is coming through for us using my very own Domino Angels cards, of course. We'll see which angel comes through and what message that they bring intuitively, and I hope that each and every one of you have been okay with the way that things have been changing for us over this last few weeks. We've had quite a different type of August this year, and I'm going to be doing the guidance for the next month very soon. But just for now, let's do a message that will take us over the weekend. So here we go. I'll show you, I'm shuffling, closing my eyes. Alright. Alright everybody. Okay, we've got Archangel Haniel. Okay, so I'll just read to you what the card says. Archangel Haniel is with you and reminds you that your kindness is very much appreciated. You are about to receive some extra kindness from someone who has had a complete turnaround. Old friends and past lovers could come back with a surprising new outlook, which will bring relief. Try to always be helpful and kind, even when it's the hardest thing that you can do. That anything is possible. Thank you, Archangel Haniel. Light a dark purple candle to connect, or else you can just be using, if you're using crystals as well, you might want to use an amethyst or an auralite crystal or anything purple. Charoite as well is another nice one. So Haniel, bringing in that energy of kindness, and what I'm feeling for most people is that you're going to get some sort of sense of relief with some of the way that things have been going. The biggest word is relief here, and it's almost that you've come to a point where you have a deeper understanding of who you really are. You've been doing a lot of healing on yourself. You've been doing a lot of healing with other people, even if you don't realize that's what you're doing, and you've been trying to work on more of a focus for yourself, something that brings you the happiness that you are looking for, the happiness that you deserve. And also with this, a lot of people are finding that they are making different decisions with regards to relationships. And it may have been that at the start of the week or over the weekend, last weekend, there were some things that happened that sort of turned everything upside down, and it's felt very frightening at times. Not being sure exactly where your life is heading. All of a sudden you think things are going one way, and all of a sudden it turned this other way, and it became a bit frightening, for some people. This is just for some people. For other people, they are starting to really realize their own self-worth, and I think this is what we all need to learn from working with Haniel, is to really remember who we are, and that is that we are a beautiful portal of light here on the earth, always connected to the divine. And I know that some people feel that they need to search for that divine connection, or they need to go to somebody else to get that connection, or they need someone else to tell them what to do in order to get that connection. And those things are normal and part of our spiritual journey, but it comes to a point where we say to ourselves, you know what, if I just accept who I am on every single level, and I understand that no matter what I've done in the past, or what decisions I've made, or how I've treated people, or how wonderful I am, or no matter what level it is, that I'm always accepted and I'm always loved by source energy. I'm always loved. It doesn't seem to matter what I do, I always am loved. And once we know that, then that disconnect that we feel in our life, that feeling of always doing something wrong or having to do something to prove ourselves, seems to disappear. And instead, we start to accept ourselves. And as I've told a lot of other people, once you accept yourself for who you are, then you start getting confident. And once you're confident, then you can do anything. And I know there's so many people out there that have low self-esteem, or are really nervous or don't have any confidence in themselves, and they don't know how to, you know, reach that point of acceptance. And it's because you think that everybody is judging you, and especially the higher powers are judging you as well. And once we lose that judgment, then, you know, we start to come into a place of acceptance of who we are. And it doesn't mean that we have to be perfect. It also doesn't mean that, you know, we can just go out doing all horrible things just because, oh, we're going to be forgiven. And even though that's true, we have to come to a place of understanding that, and we have to come to a place of some sort of, you know, forgiveness or repentance within ourselves in order to, you know, actually live life the fullest and live life in the happiest way, in a way that doesn't keep on bringing us depression and, you know, upset and discord and trouble and negativity and all those kinds of things, you know, that often we experience when we keep on going down a negative mindset or a negative way of being. So Haniel's working with us on this connection from the heart space to the divine, and it's like the umbilicus to the divine, and it's right here in our heart center. And a lot of us miss this area, or, you know, work on our third eye or work on our crown chakra or whatever, and sort of skip this area because we don't want to deal with some of the emotions that are sitting in there as well. So just know that maybe this weekend is a time of reflection for you, and you're looking at perhaps the way in which you might have dealt with issues in the past, or dealt with yourself, or treated other people, whatever it is for you that has been straining you or has been on your mind, and whatever makes you feel that you're not good enough. I hope that, or my hope for you, is that you let it all go, and that you come to a point where you can have understanding of yourself, know that you don't have to be perfect, and know that there is no higher power that is judging you no matter what. It's people that judge, and it's people that control, you know, and we fall into that as we might have done for many years of our life. So if Haniel comes up for you, know that there's going to be something that happens that, you know, turns everything around, whether that's internally or something that happens through somebody else that causes this internal, you know, shift. And once it does, then you start getting the recognition that you deserve, and the people coming forward, you know, to thank you for the assistance and help that you've given them on their journey, you know, or on their path. And if that isn't so, and nobody comes and says thank you for all that you're doing, just know that it doesn't matter, as long as you're not comparing yourself to anyone else. As long as you feel good within yourself, it'll all come eventually. You will get your chance to shine. Everybody does. We just have to reach for those opportunities and go for them. So I really love the energy of Haniel, and I know that her energy, or his energy, has been very, very close to the earth this year especially. There's been so many messages that I've done for people that have had a Haniel connection. People are starting to get to know this beautiful angel of peace, love, and, you know, tranquility, and bringing those energies or those attributes into our own being, and, you know, changing the way that we see ourselves especially, and then how we see the world too. Just know that also this weekend there may be some other high energy shifts coming through for you, which means that you might be suddenly in a really good mood and then suddenly like really annoyed for some reason, and this sort of feeling might go up and down until you get to the real bottom of what's going on within you. And just know that every single moment of every single day is an experience, and it is a healing experience for us. It's just how we choose to see it. So I hope that this has been helpful to people out there, and I do love to do my Domino Angels cards. I apologise, I've had, along with everybody else, I've had many dramas going on in my own life, and, you know, things coming up that has just taken me away from my normal routine of things, which is hard. But I'm grateful for all of you for understanding and being there with me, you know, through this journey of life. And I just have to do what I can do every day at a time, one day at a time, just like everybody else. So I hope that you are all feeling happy today, and that you're excited for the weekend in some way, and that you do something creative. Also learn to express acceptance of yourself. If something comes up in your mind that reminds you of how terrible you once were, I hope you say, you know what, that's already taken care of. I hope you learn to control your thoughts in order to change the way that your life is, with love. So there you go. Thank you once again. I've got some half price specials. All my readings are half price at the moment, and mandalas are half price for you. And unless it's already stated half price, you can have a half price reading on anything. I'm doing that to anyone that needs it, or to all of you that are listening. And I'm not sure how long I'm doing it for, but definitely for over this weekend, definitely. So if you haven't already had a recording from me, it would be really nice to hear from you at some point. Okay, so until the next messages, it is goodbye for now. Bye everyone.